Pierce Brosnan, fully Pierce Brendan Brosnan, born May 16, 1953, County Meath, Ireland. Irish-American actor, perhaps best known for playing James Bond in many films. His father left the household when Pierce was a child, and although reunited later in life, the two have never had a close relationship. At the age of 15 he started his own business in London and became an actor. He joined a theatre company and later studied at the Drama Centre of London. He married actress Cassandra Harris and later moved to the United States. In 2004 he became a U.S. citizen. Brosnan was soon cast as a charming conman in the NBC television crime series Remington Steele. The show, which premiered in 1982, was a success, and in 1986 he was chosen by James Bond to replace Roger Moore. James Bond is British Secret Service Agent 007 created by writer Ian Fleming. However, his NBC contract prevented him from taking the role, and Timothy Dalton took the role instead. Remington Steele ended in 1987, and Brosnan continued to take on television and film roles. In 1991 he was coming to terms with the loss of his wife. His wife died after her 4-year battle with ovarian cancer. Cassandra Harris, his wife of 11 years, left him with 3 children, Christopher and Charlotte from Cassandra's first marriage, and Sean from their marriage. He has had 2 children with his second wife, Keely Shea Brosnan. Brosnan is most famous for starring in the TV series Remington Steele, 1982, as the title character, as well as portraying famous movie character James Bond in GoldenEye, 1995, Tomorrow Never Dies, 1997, The World Is Not Enough, 1999, and Die Another Day, 2002. I had big dreams when I was a boy, and I can't say that I never saw a beach house in Malibu in those dreams. I certainly got the jokes within the joke. Dressing up in a wetsuit, sitting in a Twingo, scaling a rubber mountain, dressing up and stealing a diamond, of course. If not now, when? Love is just the most beautiful, joyous feeling. It can come from many places. I live a very simple existence when I'm not on the road. Because when I'm on the road making a movie, I'm away from home. I was a commercial artist when I left school, but luckily I became an actor. I've painted for many, many years. Now the last few years it's gotten more serious. You have to move forward. It's constantly changing. Everything changes and everything falls apart. You have to be nimble and on your toes and accessible to it all. Not everyone is on board with this. America gave me the great glory of coming into people's homes every week and allowed me to last as long as I have. I believe you can only draw from your own life as an actor. All the characters I've played, I only have my infinite eye and the presence of my life to take from. Childhood was fairly solitary. I grew up in a very small town called Navan in County Meath. I never knew my father. He left when I was an infant and I was left in the care of my mother and my grandparents. Everyone can make a real difference. Your voice is needed in a global movement that can change their world. I had to make a living. I had the mortgage to pay, I had the school fees to pay. I had bread and butter to put on the table. You know your worth as an actor, but you have to get a job. The like factor is a great thing. Love cannot burn constantly. It's very hard for it to be so intense. But it's wonderful. I always keep thinking, the next role, that's going to be the one that's really going to define me and show them all. I'll transform and disappear, and it will be a revelation. I will forever be a Bond. It's a small group of men who've made this role. Someone said, more men have walked on the moon than have played James Bond. I love New York City. The energy, the theater, the art, the food, the people, the parks and streets. But I could say the same of London or Paris, too. God has been good to me. My faith has been good to me in the moments of deepest suffering, doubt and fear. You want to believe in leaders, really believe in leaders. You want what they are saying to be truthful, and you want to trust them. You always bump into politics in life, and as a man, I'm party to a number of environmental issues that concern me first and foremost, as a man, as a father. I know something about life and being a father and the worries and the fears of bringing up children. Being a widower is not that groovy when you lose someone you really love, and you have to go out and date again. Dealing with death is there forever, really, because we all have to face it.